Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us on another episode of How to Build a Successful Law Practice Through the Power of Social Media. So this is part 2, continuing from 2 weeks ago. So today I would like to introduce Alex Overmeyer and Shamondre Prinsloo, both from ILS. They head up the marketing division as well as the sales division. Guys, would you like to say hi?
Hi, it's lovely to be here with all of you. Thank you for joining us. I'm the marketing director for My Legal Software, and I look forward to going a bit more in depth about social media and what it can do to build your successful law firm.
Wonderful. And you, Shamondre?
Good afternoon. I'm Shamondre. I'm from the sales department. Looking forward to educating and making sure everybody has a.
Wonderful. And everyone knows me. I'm Mike. I am the head of sales, and whenever y'all do call, you'll always get through to me, and I handle all your queries and I take all your business. Let's put it to you that way. So anyway, moving on. So are you ready to dive into it, Alex?
Go straight into it.
All right, wonderful. So back on the topic, digital marketing has become increasingly important for modern law firms in order to stay competitive and effectively reach their target audience. And we do have some key reasons why digital marketing is significant in the legal industry. Alex, you being in the legal industry, in the marketing industry, and obviously handling all these attorneys, their websites, their social media strategies. Let's shed some light on some of for the new attorneys on what they can expect. Let's talk about increased online presence. How can they achieve that?
Okay, sure. So as we know, in the new digital age, there's been even more of a need for us to, expand our digital presence. And with this growth, we now have to make sure that we are able to reach our customers and where they are able to reach us. And there are various channels that we can do that. It's not just limited to social media, and all these different channels work hand in hand with each other. So, you can develop a strong online presence by using various strategies, such as SEO to help with your ranking on Google. So, of course, you want to become one of the first when someone searches for something, for a solution or a service that you provide. Ideally, you want to be at the top without or little to no spend, and that's where SEO comes in. And having, the right type of keywords to get you those kind of results. Then we also have the social media marketing, of course, and, there are a variety of channels where we can reach our online audience. And with the help of great content marketing nowadays, online, people want to see great content. We are visual beings, and social media is basically our online portfolio. And so it's important to have great content there to help with expanding our reach and engaging with our community. There are many other ways as well, looking at, email marketing and, like we said, appearing in the search engine results. So yeah, I think that kind of sums it up as to, various ways. There are definitely, more ways that we can go in depth with, but that's just sort of an overview of how we can increase online presence.
Okay, that is fantastic. So in other words, with the rapid growth of the internet's usage, so potential clients are now searching for legal services through the online platforms. And in order to be competitive on the market, a startup attorney or an attorney who has been in the business for quite some time, once they have a strong social media presence and they target the right audience, they should be having clients flowing through their door. Am I correct in saying that?
No, definitely.
All right, wonderful. That is fabulous. So attorneys out there, you've heard one of the explanations on how to increase your online presence directly from Alex. There is a few more questions which I would like to ask Alex, so she can give you all a brief of what you can expect, what you'll need to do. And if you don't have it, please feel free to give us a call, 934 Law Tech. You'll get through to myself, Mike, or you would reach Shamondre. If you have any other technical questions, yes, we have a fabulous team behind us who would be able to assist you guys. So Alex, moving on, let's look at something called targeted audience.
Sure.
In the digital industry. How can we simplify it in terms where people out there would understand it?
I think it's a laser focused way of targeting. And through that, it's not as broad as, say, your traditional marketing. If you had to put a billboard up, you can't be specific as to who was going to look at your billboard when driving past. But with social media and digital marketing, you can create your laser focused targeting, ensuring that, you know, the content you are sharing and creating and the budget you are spending, if any, it is shown to the right clients and the right people. And so, you know, on many of these platforms, we can get very much in depth with the targeting. But just to sum it up, you know, you can, first of all, target according to locations, age, interests, what sort of online purchases they do, what is their online behavior. And that you can use to target your audience. You can also take that information and start learning more about your audience. And that's essentially what we want to do. We want to also learn about our audience. What is it that they enjoy the most? What content do they enjoy? What is the issues they're facing? You know, and through learning about our audience, over time, we can actually develop more and more stronger databases and less cold and broad databases. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yes, no, it actually does. So to my understanding, it would be that digital marketing allows law firms to specifically target their preferred audience. So if you're out there in North Carolina and you just want to target North Carolina only, so you would specifically target that area with different campaigns, different types of marketing strategies. And you did mention you can see the potential clients' online behavior or what they've researched. So basically it narrows it down to bring your potential clients through your door.
Yes, the right clients.
All right, so that's fabulous. Attorneys out there, people are watching. I mean, you got it straight from Alex. And just, you know, it comes on to a point where when we talk about digital services, people out there, the attorneys out there, you know, I mean, they all very savvy when it comes to spending. So it's all about, I put in a lot of money, what's my return on investment? So to the attorneys out there, you're looking for your ROIs. Let's talk about the cost effective of advertising on social platforms.
Yeah, social media, digital marketing can be very cost effective. I mean, coming from back in the day when I used to do a lot of traditional marketing, you know, you would see larger budgets being spent with less return and very little way of tracking your spending and seeing if it's actually working for you or not. So, you know, social media provides that cost-effective way where there are platforms where you can use very small budgets and then there are platforms where you can use larger budgets. But either way, you are able, you can also do organic. If you have a great enough strategy in place, then you can make sales through organic sales. Obviously, it takes a bit longer, but social media is definitely a cost-effective way. And also with your niche and laser targeting, the better your targeting is and the better your strategy and campaign is, you'll see that you'll actually start spending less money.
Okay, that's fabulous. So to the people out there listening, the difference between organic and paid campaigns is, organic is if you naturally create a post and you just put it up onto your website or the social media platform. That's just people who would share it, people who would like it. That's organic, and people who would follow you. Whereas if you have a paid campaign, or it's called, yeah, I'm correct in saying paid campaign, that would reach, instead of reaching 20 people, it could reach possibly thousands. It depends on how you target the audience and how you have them set. Am I correct in saying that, Alex?
100% is. So
all right, wonderful.
To take into account.
All right. So moving on from that, I mean, attorneys out there, you know, I'll understand it all comes down to building a reputation. You're building your brand. You're actually selling yourself as an attorney. to potential clients out there, and that's what they want to see. So, Alex, how would they go about brand building and reputation management in the marketing industry?
Sure. Obviously, we want to establish that brand presence, but with the territory comes great responsibility as well. But we need to use it to our benefit and get the most out of it. So number one is you can do consistent branding across various digital channels, and you can build that trust with your audience. And that's very essential. And manage your reputation, as in manage your community. Engage with your community. If there's any negative comments, there are actually platforms that can, they're called brand monitoring online. So they can notify you when your brand has been mentioned and what social media channel. And, this way you're easily able to resolve any bad comments, or if even a good one, to respond to it as well, and that way your online community, they see that you care about them. And it's also, everybody nowadays, they don't want to change from platform to platform. So if they are on social media and they see your name pop up and they had this idea to message you about something, they're not going to go onto your website now or go onto email and go and send that email about a certain issue or question they have. They want to do it on the very same platform they are on, and just opening up that channel for them to do it definitely works in your client's favor and in yours as well, because you have access to resolving it or to engaging with them at the touch of a button. Does that answer your question?
Oh, yes, no, it does. So, I mean, it all comes down to brand, it comes down to reputation. And at the end of the day, you want to build trust with your potential clients out there. If you don't have that, you're not going to have any business through your door. They're going to see it as a term we use called fly-by-nights. That's what it's going to look like. So attorneys out there, you'll do a fabulous job. You'll assist everyone out there. But it also comes down to building that brand, building that reputation. And once you succeeded in actually doing that, I mean, you would have people flourishing through your doors, looking for you, wanting your services, and maybe wanting much more than your services. Maybe they would seek professional help from you as well. So building that reputation, building that brand is key to success in having a successful law firm. And that's how I would say it.
Correct.
Okay, what if we needed to increase client engagement? What would be the likes for us to do? What should an attorney do or a law firm do to do this?
Sure. I think before we get into what should they do, it's important for them to understand why it is important, the client engagement. You want to stay relevant to your clients. Number one, you want to be on top of mind. And that's why we, constantly engage with our audience, because, 2 weeks from now, if they don't see you and they see a competitor, they could very easily change over to a competitor. So it's important to stay relevant with them. And there are various ways we can do that. So we can do that by the types of content we provide, whether it is engagement posts and actually asking them for their feedback, what their thoughts are on a certain topic. Number one, you are showing that you care and are interested in what they have to say. And number two, it's a good way to interact with them and to understand them. And so you could do it through engagement content, or you could do it through informative information as well. And these can be done on social media, on blogs on your website, email marketing. There are various forms of communication that we can engage with our clients. And it's just about putting valuable information out there that would make them want to engage further on that topic with you.
All right, that is actually fabulous to hear. So for the people out there, I mean, I couldn't have said it better. Alex has answered basically what you'll need to hear in increasing the client engagement. So, Shumandre, if the attorneys out there want to get a hold of you, how would they do it?
Okay, so you're most welcome to get a hold of me at Shimandre at My Legal Software, or you can contact me on 516-703-3483.
Wonderful. And is there a point of direction, maybe your website?
Okay, in terms of websites, you can go on our landing page. You can have a look at that, and Mo will also drop some more information on our back support services from the rest of our colleagues, but my direct is as I mentioned.
Wonderful. So guys, www.mylegalsoftware.com or 934 Lawtech, that's the main line, and that line will be directed through to myself, Shumandre, and the other part of the teams as well. If you need any information, any overview, even if you would like to speak to Alex personally as well, to get an idea of what needs to be done, guys, please feel free. Give us a call. You can drop me an email as well, mike.mo@mylegalsoftware.com, and I would be happy to assist you guys. Okay, so moving on from that particular part, you did make me aware, Alex, that you did have something you would like to show to the people out there.
Yeah.
Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, just a quick run through of some information to take into account.
Okay, so before we get to that,
Sure.
we covered like 5 points. All right, 5 points we covered. I would just like to go into just maybe, let's just say 2 or 3 more points. Let's talk about, I mean, this question comes up all the time. How do I grow that awareness? The awareness of my brand, the awareness of my social media. How does that come about?
Okay, there are various ways to grow the awareness. Number one, you need to establish a digital presence. So it's building your foundation. You want consistency. You want to stay relevant, and today, to stay relevant on social media, ever-changing industry, social media, there are constantly updates. You need to make sure that you are also staying in line with the updates. And there are various ways to grow that, and it could be things such as adding your location, using the relevant hashtags, whatever sort of video style or background sound, for example, is relevant at that moment on social media. That's where you sort of capitalize on. And not only that, it's engaging with not only your online community, it's also engaging with other brands that you could network with, and it's staying consistent. Don't post, twice a week this week, and then not post anything for the next 2 weeks, because you will fall to the bottom of the feed. The algorithms will make you disappear so fast on social media today. So if you have limited time, then choose to commit to, say, twice a week, but make sure that that's what you are able to commit to. So I think those are just the basics for growing your online presence.
Okay, so like to my understanding, it was on when you're creating an awareness, it is prospects first need to realize that they have a problem, and then you offer a solution. Is that the correct way of saying it?
Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
So if they don't know they have a problem, then they won't seek a solution. And to create awareness, clearly define what problem your products or services solves, and then create your content such as your blogs, your posts, your YouTube videos, whatever social media content, and then that's where you can go ahead from there. Because then it makes people aware of the problem and the solution you provide. So this content actually move the prospects from a cold prospect to the next stage. Am I right in saying that?
Correct.
That's wonderful.
Once they are aware of the pain point, and they have related to you, now is when they start moving forward onto the next part of, like we say, the customer journey funnel. They're moving to the next section where they are now.
So the next stage would be, so basically it would be the evaluation. So people evaluate the various choices available to them. So basically, you mentioned earlier, it comes down to the rankings, where you rank. So if you don't get yourself up, like if I go into Google now and if I search law firm, family law, for instance, So the first person that pops up at the top. So that is powerful marketing. Am I correct?
Yes.
Because that's the one that's sponsored and his rankings are high. So that is why he's at the top. Whereas a law firm B does the same thing, but he's not on page 1, he's on page 5.
No one's going to see you on page 5. No one even
Yeah,
goes
because
to page 2.
so that's basically the power of marketing, to get yourself up there on the first page, maybe on the top 5.
Yeah, that's what, yeah, ideally what you want. People don't
Okay,
have
no, that's
time
fabulous.
nowadays to be scrolling through pages and, multiple websites. They're going based on what is the first 3 brands to pop up.
Okay, so basically now once you've offered the solution, they've chosen you. Then it comes down to conversions. So that's basically like if I brought you as an attorney, if I brought you the leads to your door, it would be your duty to convert them, because I'm not an attorney at the end of the day. All I did was bring you the leads, you offer the solution, the client has a problem, let's solve it. So prospects are now like at the moment of truth. Purchase for the stage, design content that overcomes the hesitancy people may have about buying from you or using your service. Am I correct in saying that at the conversion?
Yeah, definitely. It's all about nurturing your stream, and that's where from evaluation to conversion comes through the entire process. There's different ways to nurture your prospective clients. And so that's what you need to do in order to convert them, whether they say maybe or no, it's still, it's not just, a closed door thereafter. There are different ways
Correct.
that you can.
I mean, one of the biggest things, one of the biggest things for me is like testimonials, customer testimonials. And I mean, if I go on to look for a review, and if I see a customer's testimonial that it actually speaks success and the quality of the service, and I would opt for the client or the product or the service, I would opt for it. It comes down to the testimonials. And I think having a client's testimonial, obviously with the permissions, put up on your social media, put up on your web pages, speaks a lot. And I think it would be a step in the right direction as well.
Yeah, definitely. That does definitely boost. I mean, at the end of the day, I know I don't make a decision without reading reviews and seeing, who has worked with this brand previously. And I think that's what most people do nowadays. Because everything is so digital, we need to do that extra bit of research. And so if we have these on our social media platforms and wherever, it's that last nudge that the customer may need, is that good review, right there, visible for them to see.
No, you are correct. I mean, the power of social media has become so great that, I mean, you're going to have to be constantly busy on social media. You're going to have to post like your success stories, post your solutions, your services. There's so much to do on social media. And I mean, attorneys, they don't have that time. And I think that's where we step in. That's where we step in.
Definitely.
Yeah, so attorneys out there, this is where we step in. We become the backbone of your company by handling all your social media, your software, your web development, and I guarantee you that you would have clients popping at your door looking for your service, because everything is created around the awareness of what you offer, the solutions you provide. I mean, we're not going to create a problem for the client, but we are going to offer the solutions to the problem. Right. So I know you've got your presentation to show. I know you've worked hard on it. With the
no,
team.
it's okay. It's actually in line with what we just spoke about now. So would have.
Yeah, but I also think, I mean, the viewers out there would love to see it as well. I mean, I'm personally waiting myself to actually do it. So let's cover critical components of successful social media marketing. I think your slide should cover that.
Correct.
Okay, let's jump into it.
Sure. And then I will go back. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Perfect. So this is just basically what we had spoken about previously. The first one, the different phases that your client will go through: the awareness, evaluation, and the conversion phase. and, you know, just at what point they are with each one of these. So I don't know if you want to elaborate more on this, or should we skip to the next one though? We have had a discussion around this now.
Oh, which one? Make people aware of the problem and the solution.
Awareness, evaluation, conversion.
Yes, I mean, I think we actually just covered that.
Yeah, but I think what I can elaborate a bit more on this with, you know, with the awareness, evaluation, and conversion phase. I think maybe a lot of people's questions could be, where are they on these phases? What platforms they speak, and what strategies they speak to these different phases. So number one, awareness is usually where, you know, that's on your social media, and that's sort of your organic side, in my opinion, is where, you know, you grow that awareness through your email marketing, your blogs, your search engine optimization, so your Google ranking, as well as your social media. When it comes to evaluation phase, that is where you start spending a bit of budget. I'm speaking specifically, obviously, to closing the point. If I had to do a strategy for an attorney, you know, this is sort of how I would follow it. The evaluation phase would then be running your ads, sending them to your website. And these ads can be run or from Google or LinkedIn or Facebook, depending on where your clients are. That's what we evaluate on our end. And the evaluation.
Okay, so this is a very streamlined process.
Yeah, you can say, but I mean, it depends on who the attorney is and what their objectives are. It's not going to be a one size shoe fits all, but at the same time, there are principles, standard principles you follow with the customer journey. And so once you've got them at the evaluation phase and they are now sending the traffic to your website, that's when you start collecting their data, and when they're already at the end of their buying process, the conversion, this is when we run something called retargeting. And we call them back and show them the ads again. So that way we become top of mind, and they have now done their research and we're again appearing. So that's just a basic summary of, you know, sort of what platforms and how you would basically move them through the different phases.
Okay, so it's basically a constant cycle. It just works in a circle. You start from the beginning, it goes to the end, and then it goes back to the beginning and back to the end. So it's basically marketing and remarketing, marketing and remarketing.
Correct. And then at they get to a certain point where very little marketing is needed with them. They sort of become a reoccurring, an advocate actually for your business. Number one, they start helping you get new business, word of mouth, online reviews, and all you have to do from there is nurture them. As they say, it's cheaper or more cost effective to retain a client than to source a new client. So that is just something to take note of afterwards as well.
Wow, that is actually fabulous. Before we move on to the critical components, Shamondre, once more to the audience out there, how can they contact you?
Okay, so you are most welcome to contact me under Shamondre at My Legal Software. Contact number is 516-703-3483. Or you could also drop on our page, which is www.mylegalsoftware.com. And we will be most likely happy to assist.
Wonderful. And the process of a demo, how long would a demo take for a client?
So for our demos, if it is that we want to do both your social media as well as a GP practice, or we also do immigration, it will be from like a half an hour to 15 minutes. As you know, most of you are already aware on how case studies happen. So we won't waste much time on things that you are aware of, but more inform you on what would be more suitable to assist your firm.
That is fabulous. So we would cover the aspects of digital marketing, social media, that's covered under that, web development, and also case management software. Am I correct in saying that?
That's correct.
Wonderful. Fabulous stuff. Okay, so once again, guys, I am Mike. You can contact me on 934 Law Tech. or mike.mo@mylegalsoftware.com. You can schedule a demo. Shamondre would be happy to do the demonstration with you guys. And also, if you have any questions, as I mentioned, any questions that I need answered, and you would like to speak to Alex, Alex would be glad to assist you guys. We're just a phone call away. Right, Alex, moving on.
Sure. So this is what we were speaking about next.
Critical components of successful social media marketing. All right, so for the newbie, I need to know what social listening is. I need to understand that.
Sure. Well, it's as as it says, listening, listening. So listening to your audience. So that is number one, what issues are they facing? Monitoring the conversations that you're having around specific topics that is relevant to you and services that you offer. Also resolving customer service issues. So it's all about listening and engaging and just having your eyes on what is happening. And that's where you're building trust, like we spoke about before, with your clients, because you are showing that you are there and you are present and you are willing to respond to them and to partake in that conversation.
So from what you just explained, and to my understanding, it just comes down to one thing: it's customer service. That's for me is social listening. If you can hear what they're saying and if you can provide that service, it's customer service.
Here we go.
All right, sorry. Yes. Okay, I see you have next to that goals, monitoring and resolving customer service issues. Wonderful. Social influencing. Is it like kind of that TikTok people?
Something like that. Yes, I mean, today's time, it's all about influencing our audience, influencing them what decisions to make. That is the power of marketing, of social media. These why, like you said, these social media influencers get paid. It's all in the name, the influencing you to make certain buyer decisions that you might not have made before. And that comes from engaging with, your audience, and also it increases the engagement with your audience, the traffic to your website, to your social media platforms. It ultimately, that's what you want to strive towards, is to influence your buyer's decision. And that social media helps you do that. Digital marketing helps you do that. Create content helps you do that. Online collaborations help you do that.
All right, that is fabulous. I mean, you've even got it there. Increased engagement, traffic awareness, and retargeting lists. So that is like what I mentioned earlier. So it's marketing versus remarketing, back to marketing and remarketing. So it's a continuous circle, but it's all about how you maintain your budget, who you have to run your campaigns, and how they run their campaigns for you.
Correct. And I know to a lot of people this could sound maybe a bit scary, because there are so many different elements to social media marketing and to digital marketing. And even if you are able to dedicate, twice a week to managing your social media, is that enough? Because like we spoke about, it's the campaigns, it's the strategies, it's the targeting. And that's why, a lot of companies today are getting specialists such as ourselves to manage that for them, because it has become such a
a high end demand. I would say it's a demand.
Yeah.
It's become a demand. I mean, if you look at the way social media is headed, I mean, the amount of advertising that goes into it and the return on investment. I mean, if you look at it, take the like a company like Nike itself. I mean, you just see one ad and then you see a new sneaker, and the next day you walk onto the road, that person is wearing the sneaker. Power of social media. An influencer could wear the brand, and then it's something you've never seen in the shop. You want to order it, you want to get it. So I think that falls under social influencing. If if potential clients out there have seen your work or heard about your work, they've seen it on a social media post, they've seen some comments on it, they would want to try your services if you are offering their solutions to their problems.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
You wanted to say, I want to work with that person.
Yes. So it all comes down to, again, trust, reputation, brand management, and back to social. So let's look at the next topic you have, the social network.
Yeah, so social networking, it's just a way of expanding. The more people you can collaborate with in the space, the better. And that way you can develop strategic partnerships. So it could be cross collaborations where you're both working on a campaign together, whether you're partnering with someone, you know, in the technology space, but in obviously law, whatever it might be. It definitely helps expand your reach. When you start to network, it also provides credibility. If you work with other well-known brands or other well-known people in the same industry who share the similar target audience to you, you are now expanding your reach and creating credibility with having that partnership with them. And it's also a very cost-effective way of marketing, doing cross-marketing, where you are actually exchanging services or services to other brands. So for example, I share a post of yours and you share a post of mine. You know, that's cross marketing.
All right, fabulous. Okay, I understand social network. That's something I do understand because I'm quite often on LinkedIn. And I think most of the attorneys that I've become friends with, I do business with, are on LinkedIn, which is quite fabulous. Let's talk about social selling.
Sure. So that's, you just want to close the deal. That's what we want to do. And there are many ways we can do that now with our social medias. You know, it's by means of call to actions. Social media has evolved so much that you can put a call to action on a post, you know, and the person does not need to go to the top of your profile anymore, just to click on the link, just to take you to the website. It's become easier now that on each post you can do, for example, a call to action to say send message. And so you are prompting them to directly take that or make that decision. And so there are many effective ways that we can sell on social media.
Wow, that is fabulous. What else do you have for us, Alex? I mean, we are closing in on the time where we're going to have to end this. So do you have anything else you would like to tell the audience out there?
Sure. I think, yeah, just understanding the importance of how social media plays in our marketing today, how it is important for attorneys and law firms to jump on board as technology evolves. In order to stay relevant and ahead of your competition, you need to be moving with the times. And, you know, this is where it's going, and it's better to get on it now sooner than later. It might seem, you know, quite a bit right now, but trust me, in 5 years' time, if you haven't started the learning process and moving with it, you're definitely going to fall way off the board. So for me, I would rather have you start now. And if you don't know what you are doing, or if you don't know where to start, pick up the phone and give us a call. That's what we're here for. We are more than happy to help you. We have a team of experts that specialize in law marketing, with plenty of years of experience. I'm heading up the team, and we'll make sure that whatever your objectives are, that we can meet it with on social media and digital marketing. And yeah, just get started. That's my best advice, is get started.
Wonderful. So, I mean, guys, I mean, you've heard a lot. I hope you do understand what has been explained today. And I know one of the questions you guys are asking is, how much is it going to cost? That's one of the biggest factors. And let me just put you all at ease right now. Don't worry about the cost implementations of getting started up. Because when it comes to that, you would speak directly through to me. I would tailor make a package for you to suit your budget, and we can get you started. I mean, we have attorneys who started from as little as $599. They've gotten a website and they've got their social media started up. Obviously, and I mean, there is some terms and conditions. I mean, there is a monthly management fee for your socials, for the hosting and so on, but it's literally small in compared to your ROI. I mean, I can't mention the one attorney's name right now, but a $600 package in the last 3 months has turned his revenue over into a good couple of thousands of dollars. I'm talking all double digits, which is crazy. And I mean, he can't get enough. I mean, there's constantly like 2 or 3 leads every month that he's getting just because with the power of social media. And like we mentioned, he is offering a solution that the potential client might have a problem with. And he's trying it out in so many different ways, which is quite amazing. I mean, this attorney does not even know how to use social media itself. And with our amazing team that you head up, the amazing team that you have, I mean, the guys are relentless. They want the business for the client. They're not even worried about our business. They're worried about the client, which is fabulous. So we take care of you, and let's get you started. Let's get you building. So guys, if you have any further questions, you want to know anything, please don't feel shy. Give us a call, drop us an email, look us up on our website. Even if you just want to talk, schedule a demo, I will come on, I will talk to you. You want to know something, I would even bring Alex or Shumandre along, and we'll get you started. So that's all the time I have for now, or we have for now. I want to thank you, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks. Please stay posted onto our socials. We're going to have another exciting topic coming up, possibly a surprise speaker who is going to join us. So thank you so much once again, and have a fabulous afternoon. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Imam,
Yes.
we have a pre-audit to give out.
Oh, yes.
Through
Sorry,
our
could you
current
just...
attendees.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you can go ahead. You can mention it.
So we have to look who are our current attendees at the moment. I need to do that, and we need to hand it out to 3 attorneys.
Yes, so I did forget
Cherry
to
on
mention at
top.
the beginning
The
of
cherry on
this.
top.
Yes, the cherry on top, I forgot to mention. So to the people watching out there, there's going to be like a stream of a draw. I don't think you guys are actually going to see it. 3 lucky viewers are going to get a free audit. Am I correct in saying that? A free audit on their website and social media to see where they rank and where they stand. And then we would tailor make a package to assist them if they want to go ahead.
Yeah, so we'll start off giving you a free
Okay.
audit so you can see what is working, what's not working currently on your social media and your website. And that is the basis of where you need to start. So at the end of this, we will choose 3 lucky winners and we'll be in touch.
Okay, wonderful. So guys, just follow our socials. We would have 3 lucky viewers drawn out, and we would have them posted on our socials. And once you see your names there, give us a call, make contact with us, and then we would do the evaluation for you. Wonderful. Okay, guys, thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Mo and Shumandre.
Thanks, guys, for having me.
Before I shoot off, to the attorneys out there, do you have any questions? I don't think we have any questions. I think we actually did very, very well.
Yeah, that's always a good thing.
Very well. Just give me a second. Sorry, I was a bit parched. I had to drink some water. So.
No problem.
Okay, so I've just messaged the backend team. They are currently in the raffle, and I think we should have something out in the next hour. All right, so once again, thank you guys. for joining us, and stay tuned in the next 2 weeks. Like I mentioned, we have something exciting coming up. Have a fabulous afternoon and a great weekend coming up. Thank you all.